Welcome to a self-working card trick. I'm going to do the performance and the tutorial at the end, so stick around for that. It uses just a regular deck of cards, and this is suitable for any age or beginner, intermediate or even advanced magician. You introduce a pack of cards. You can even borrow these if you so wish. The cards can be shuffled and mixed by you or the spectator. You then say to the spectator, I'm going to deal out a pile of 4 cards randomly. I want you to concentrate on just one of them. Don't reveal what the card is, don't call it out, don't point to it, just keep it up here. You begin to deal out 4 piles of cards, and as you do that, the spectator is going to concentrate on any one of the cards. The rest of the pack is not used. You now say you're thinking of any one of these playing cards. I just want you to indicate which column. Is it column 1, 2, 3 or 4 that it's in? It's in column 2. Now I'm going to gather up the cards and I'm going to deal them again, and I want you to look for your card, but again don't reveal the name, value or suit of your card, just on those. Now you're now looking over those, but glance your eyes backwards and forwards to try and confuse me. We have column 1, 2, 3 and 4. Which column number do you see your card? Number 1. Okay, I'm just going to gather up the cards, and as we gather up the cards, I want you to cut the cards to mix them up. Complete the cut. Would you like to cut again? You do. Okay, and they can do this as many times as they like. You show the cards are thoroughly mixed up. There's no way I could know out of all of these cards which one you're currently thinking of. But I'm going to try. You see, I'm going to concentrate. I want you to think in your head the image of the playing card that you're thinking of. And I'm going to go through the cards one by one and try and pick up your thoughts on that card. I'm picking up something strong on this one. And this one. Yeah, I don't get anything on these. Did you see your card in there? You didn't. Okay, there's 2 cards. This is the one. I'm picking up on this. For the first time, name your card. So here's a tutorial for this self-working card trick. It is self-working, but you can throw in a few bits and pieces just to enhance the effect if you so wish. You do require just a regular deck of cards. The effect that I'm about to show you the tutorial for is nothing new. It's a trick that's been in children's magic books for years and years. And I always remember seeing the late Paul Daniels do this exact trick on an audience, and it blew them away. They were astounded, but because of the dressing he put on it, it just made the trick seem grander than what it really was. So if you're a professional magician, don't write off self-workers. Anyway, let's get into it. The cards are regular. You deal out 4 piles of cards and you deal out another 4 on there. Now you can deal these in any order that you like. The rest of the pack isn't used. Now on the first count, they're now thinking of a card. Now for argument's sake, let's say it's the King of Diamonds that they're thinking of. You ask them which column, 1, 2, 3 or 4. Now if they say 4, what you're going to do is to make sure you pick this pile up, the 3rd one, and I'll show you why. I'm going to pick up these cards, then these. Now, of course, at this point, they're thinking of one of these. I don't know which one it is, but I know it's either going to be the 3 of hearts, the 5 of hearts, the 8 of hearts, or the King of diamonds. You put those here, and then the last pile. Now, what happens is when you deal the cards a second time, I do them in order. Now, because it was the third packet down that I put their chosen pile, one of these cards here is going to be their chosen card. You'll notice that the 4 cards that were in that original column are now separated into individual columns. You deal the rest of them. So at this point, I don't know which card is theirs, but as soon as they indicate that it's in one of these columns, as soon as they tell me it's in column 1, I know that the King of Diamonds is the card that they've chosen. When you gather the cards up, again, I'm going to put this in the 3rd position. Why? Because that will make their card the 11th card from the top. So I just casually grab the cards, don't make a big deal of this, put them all together. Now, I did introduce where I allowed the spectator to cut the cards. All I did, I noted the bottom card, okay, the 6 of spades. I then got them to cut the cards a few times, they can cut them, and then I spread the cards to say, you could be thinking of any of these. Now, what I'm looking for is not their card, I'm looking for the 6 of spades, which is there. Because as I gather the cards, I'm just going to cut the cards at that point. Now, you don't need to do that. The trick is strong enough without them cutting the cards, so if you don't want to include that, then leave that bit out. But I know that the 11th card is their card. Now, I could just count down 11 cards like this and turn it over to reveal it, and you might be quite comfortable with doing that. It's still a great effect, but what I like to do is, as I'm counting down, I like to put one card that I know isn't their card aside. This just builds up the tension. I then deal the 11th card, which I know is their card, across there. And then I carry on. Now, straight away, the audience are quite surprised that I've eliminated all these cards and they didn't see their card. Now, you're building up the suspense here because now you've got 2 cards. They know that one of those cards is their card because they haven't seen it there. You then kind of give all this appearance of concentrating. Now, I don't turn over this card that I'm going to throw away, because as soon as I do that, they will know that you've got their card. You're trying to build up the suspense here. You drop that away and you say, this is your card. Bang. There it is, that's their card. You don't need to show that, the trick has worked. It's a great little self-worker, perform it anytime. Until next time, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, also the bell. We do upload twice a week new videos. Until next time, practice and enjoy.